Massachusetts General Hospital, Mass General, one of the premier hospitals really in the entire world, with its close proximity to all the great academic institutions around Boston, is sharing data now with hospitals in New York and Italy in order to get a sense of where the U.S. Is in terms of the curve. Joining us now, Dr. Peter Slavin, president of Mass General. Doctor, thanks for joining us this morning. You've got some data just from anecdotal from Mass General on cases and how people are doing, and actually on some promising drugs, perhaps from Gilead. How's it going there for you, sir?
Yeah, so we do have a terrific modeling group within the hospital that is working closely with colleagues across our health system, Mass General Brigham, as well as those at the Harvard School of Public Health down in New York and also in Italy. And we're tracking our data very carefully to see how it compares to some of the curves in Italy. There were some parts of Italy that were very hard hit and others that had milder experiences. And so we're trying to get a sense as quickly as we can as to where the Boston experience is fitting. It's too soon to draw any immediate conclusions. But we're also, as you said, one of the places here in the United States that's doing the trial with remdesivir, the drug from Gilead that was tried with Ebola, and at least mechanistically, we hope will be helpful against this virus. But those trials are underway, and we're participating in them, and hopefully we'll have results sooner rather than later.
Multifaceted response that we're trying to put together here globally, Doctor. One of the things that you didn't really mention it in passing, but you mentioned 3D printers and surgical masks, and you got a huge response to that. Is that bearing fruit?
Again, it's too soon to know, but I personally believe that we need to use the ingenuity of this country if we're going to save as many people as we possibly can. And so we're evaluating a whole host of ideas that have come up within our organization and from outside, like making masks with 3D printers, using construction masks in the healthcare industry, reusing supplies, personal protective equipment by irradiating them and sterilizing them using radiation. So we have a team that is working, looking at a variety of these different innovations, and we certainly hope some of them pan out.
The latest, it's not a controversy, but we're having a discussion about the economy overall and the effects there and how long-term that could have on the quality of life. And actually, people worry about that if you're broke and poor and there's no economy whatsoever, they're worried that maybe we've taken this too far. Now, recently, I don't know if you've seen in Italy, the last 2 days, there might be a glimmer of hope, and it's happening at the same time that it happened in South Korea. So has Italy finally gotten its act together in terms of social distancing and shutting down the country, or does the virus play itself out after a certain amount of time?
Yeah, it's really hard to know, but you're right. The data from the last day or two in Italy has been somewhat encouraging, and whether that's due to their physical distancing or whether it's due to enough herd immunity within the population to slow the rate of spread of this virus is uncertain at this point. Unfortunately, we don't have an antibody test to determine who is the virus.
That would help.
That would certainly help. So again, we're tracking our data carefully. Right now, the Boston healthcare system is not overwhelmed, but we're prepared for a large surge of patients, and we'd be delighted if that didn't pan out.
Well, I mean, I guess I was leading to the question that will we benefit by staying closed down, basically the entire country for the next month? 3 months, when would you think that we could actually, the president is saying he'd rather reopen the economy sooner rather than later. What does that mean to you? What would sooner mean that wouldn't be crazy to reopen?
I don't think we know yet. I think all hands on deck need to be focused on getting this virus under control and dealing with this first wave. I guess when we start to see the peaks here in the United States, or the numbers starting to head in the right direction, I think we can start considering when to decrease the physical distancing that is now happening. But I think it's way too soon to think about that, and we just need to be focused on preparing for what lies ahead of us.